Hey, let's welcome our guests. Well, she and I met at a Take Back the Night rally in the late 80s. We took it back, and neither of us could figure out what to do with it. That was fun. I'm here tonight with Tammy Bruce, Fox News contributor and host of the nationally syndicated talk show, The Tammy Bruce Show.
Convenient.
Well, the left had a fit when she picked Mitt. And now, actress Stacey Dash is addressing the bitter acrimony sparked by her Twitter testimony. Yes, after receiving an avalanche of angry tweets, many of them racially charged, the clueless star defended her support for Mitt Romney on Piers Morgan.
It is my right as an American citizen. It's my constitutional right to have my choice of who I want to vote for president.
And I feel very strongly you should be allowed to have it.
And I chose him not by the color of his skin, but the content of his character.
His hair.
Tammy, you are the former president of the National Organization for Women in Los Angeles. You have a lot of experience with people trying to tell you how you're supposed to think. Now, does the left have a problem with totalitarianism?
Here's what I want to tell you, is that I don't want to hear anything more about the Republican war on women until liberals give Stacey Dash half as much respect as they give Roman Polanski. Then we can talk about who's got the war on women.
Well, Sandra Fluke actually came out and she supported her, didn't she?
Well, she tweeted. Everybody tweets. She says, racism, you disagree with her, but don't do the racism. But, Fluke is part of the problem. It's Fluke, or is it Fluke, or whatever she is.
Fluke.
Fluke. She's added into the Democratic dynamic of dividing the genders and doing the war on women and the contraception. And for her to be shocked, even Piers Morgan was shocked that Stacey got attacked. What planet have they been on for the last 4 years? I mean, this is the part and parcel of what's been going on with the political. If you're a conservative and you say anything, you're attacked. And it's like they suddenly have woken up saying, what world is this? It's pretty common. I mean, we're familiar with it. We're used to it. So, welcome to our world.
Tammy, what's the big deal with debates? Debating skills are not something that are put into use in the office of the president. Why do people care if they're good at debating?
Well, you've got to show that you can handle pressure. And you can handle being asked questions. We saw Obama melt after 5 minutes of Romney just kind of looking at him funny. So I mean,
But I heard, I read.
You're in a white neighborhood.
He actually thought he won when he walked off the stage. That's what I read yesterday in the paper. Well, Obama thought he won.
Yeah, he thinks he wins everything. Look, he was president for 5 minutes and he won the Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, this is a guy who's going to think he's going to win everything.
Were there any wars in that 5-minute period? No.
I'm telling you. But look, when it comes to Raddatz, though, isn't she married to the guy that Obama appointed to the FCC?
Was.
Okay, well, there's
how many husbands does she have?
There's really a lot of linkages, and look, I think the issue is we'd be less sensitive if we didn't see so much bias in the process. And so, look, I think she's also good, but I think the biggest question, especially for tomorrow night, is whether or not the vice president will be sober, and then we'll see how she handles that.
Are you saying
that's the big question?
He has a few nips before?
I don't know, but
we are breaking a lot of stories tonight.
I think we want to make sure. That's
Bill,
all.
We're swearing up a storm in the downtown area and public parks. Let's discuss it in the
Lightning Round.
Lightning round.
Good timing, Sherrod.
It's like synchronized swimming.
Thank you, guys.
Made my night. Very impressive.
Fabulous.
Tammy.
They love that on Twitter.
Tammy, why not let the town govern as they wish? Isn't that what America's about? Small towns making their own laws.
Yes, well, you can. I think if all the kids are swearing and running around like crazy people, maybe you should fine the parents for having bad children. No, it doesn't involve speech at all. Just make the parents pay, and I think the parents will get more control over their children. They're not saying you can't curse. Wait, they're not saying you can't curse. They're saying you can curse and just give us money when you do.
This week it was reported that a Miss Beyoncé was dropping out of Clint Eastwood's upcoming remake of A Star Is Born, a film obviously about the origins of the sun. Tammy, could it be that remakes are never as good as the original and she knows she's backing out because she's nervous?
I think she's been signed to this since January of 2011. Then they postponed it because she got one of those fake pregnancies or something.
There you go.
And then, what I like about this, by the way, is the fact that she and Obama can be unemployed together at this point. So that would be nice.
Wow. Two black people not working?
Look, here's what they need to. They need to not remake this film again. First, it was with Judy Garland, and then Barbra Streisand. This is like remaking The Wizard of Oz, and nobody should do that either. So we need
It's
some
called
more
The Wiz.
creativity.
It was great. great. Michael Jackson was in it.
We need people to come up with better ideas, and Clint Eastwood will have an easy time filling that role. So I think, and I'll be more inclined to go see it now. So that's fabulous.
Tammy, you said debates matter in the sense that you have to show you can handle the pressure, which is true. Don't you think there's a good chance at this point, if Biden doesn't literally trip and fall on his face walking up to the stage, everyone's going to say it's at least a draw?
Look, that's exactly why Romney and Obama had everyone was so shocked, because Obama had created an environment where all Romney had to do was show up and not have horns on his head. But I don't know Biden did pretty well in 2008 against Palin, so I think it's going to pretty much go smoothly. But, it's been 4 years, and Biden has been, frankly, in my opinion, acting strangely. I'm going to have some popcorn ready, and we'll have a good time.
I mean, the thing is, he's not, as you pointed out, he's not at all a bad debater. It's just that we've sort of been bombarded lately with this truthful images of him, with the constant gaffes and the saying silly things. So that I think as long as
it's been 4 years since he's debated. I mean, 4 years is a long time, and we'll see what those 4 years have done to him.
My theory: he will ignore Paul Ryan. He will attack Romney the entire time.
I think he'll attack Big Bird the entire time.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
They got to realize the Big Bird thing is played out, right?
Well, look. Bob Gibbs even said today. He said, "Well, we're gonna leave it up. We have no plans to take it down." They have no idea how this is resonating, and I say I hope it continues. I want it to continue every day for the next 26 days. I'm thrilled.
Tammy, what's the Tammy Army?
The Tammy Army are my subscribers that make my New Media Commando radio program possible. They're an entire army, and I have an entire country, and I need an army. So it's thrilling that you asked. Thank you.
Seems fair. How can people become a soldier in your army? They
go to TammyBruce.com, and they see all of the joy of making my radio program possible.
All right.
As long as I don't care if you have a hairy chest or not. So it's okay with me.
Fair enough.